It's News in the Morning with me, your news anchor, Manuel Mentiroso. Breaking news. The chosen suitors for our beloved and newly available Princess Desdemona will be arriving today in the Sprawl. Be on the lookout for royal carriages, entourages, and attitudes. Breaking news. The Duchess of Scarborough's prized pet cat, Sprankles, has passed away at the age of 43. A representative from the Small Rodent and Budgie Coalition shared their condolences, then immediately scampered around without reserve. Breaking news. The Sprawl will be host to a Goblin Ball match today between our Sprawl Brawlers and the opposing Caladar Lightning at the Goblin Ball Arena. Breaking news. That was my last piece of breaking news. Keep tuning in for all your Sprawl news updates. We now return to our regularly scheduled radio silence.
Oh look, another note. You didn't tell me which team to bet on, but my chances can't be any worse than his usually are.
Yes, it is I, little one, heir to the throne of Petrarch, here before you in the flesh. Please, no need to bow or genuflect. No need to avert your eyes, no. For though I am a crowned prince of the realm, I am a humble man, one of the people, no better even than you, tiny gatekeeper. You'll be glad to know that the opening ceremonies of our newest royal sulphur mine were a complete success. Only 4 deaths, which is far fewer than the last. No matter, we look forward in Petrarch. No sense crying over spilt... well, there it is.
No, indeed. Why, those pathetic working-class miners, best thing they could do is die anyway. Stop taking all that oxygen.
Oh, my thoughts exactly.
God, barf.
I've heard tell that the barbaric warmonger Praetor Kargan is my chief rival for the hand of your fair princess. Can't even find decent competition these days. The Marvarg are a loathsome bunch of butchers, killing each other over the tiniest infractions. Bump into someone in the checkout line, trial by combat. Accidentally sneeze on a sacred heirloom, trial by combat. Worst vacation of my life.
Why, how dare they not appreciate you doing them the honor of blowing your nose on their most precious and sacred heirlooms?
You are indeed wise beyond your years, gatekeeper. Oh, those Marvarg should have thanked me for gifting them my royal mucus.
God, double barf.
Oh, for goodness sake, let's get on with it already! Do I really need to announce myself all over again? What the devil does one send an envoy for? Who do you think you are, peasant, to hold up the likes of me? I am off to marry, and in doing so create the most powerful union this world has ever known! The sooner you realize your place, the better.
Lordy, lordy, I do apologize for wasting your so precious time. I just got so dizzy when you arrived, I almost swooned myself right out of my guard post, I did.
Yes, I have that effect on most. I brought this bottle as a gift for the princess. You know, something to break the ice. But I want you to have it. Something to remember me by.
God, triple barf. You hear that? Triple barf.
And with that, it is off to face the princess and destiny. Before I go, can you spot me a fiver? I'm afraid I left my wallet in my other pants. Is it that you don't have the money, or that you don't want to lend it to me? Oh, smart-ass ticket taker! When I'm king, I'll remember this.
Good day. I traveled up here with the convoy what was bringing Prince Phineas to the sprawl. I'm not staying long. Just need a place for tonight before I head back to Petrard. That toolkit was handed down to me by my great-aunt Gildy, one of the finest restorers of beauty this world has ever known. A kit like this in the right hands, and there's nothing you can't do.
I think you'd know what to do with these better than I would.
I appreciate it, especially coming from a fellow tool enthusiast.
Tool enthusiast?
You got your own awesome toolkit there, and I bet you love using it as much as I do mine. Tell you what, if there's anything you need fixing, I'd be happy to take a look for you.
As a matter of fact, the jukebox at the Twisted Sisters Tavern has been on the fritz for ages now.
Oddly enough, fixing fritzy jukeboxes is my specialty. I'll go there straight away and you'll be boogieing before you can sing a chorus of Hey Nani Nani.
I don't understand what any of that meant, but great.
I was hired to come along with the convoy in case anything broke down on the way, in case repairs were needed on any of the equipment or transport. The prince doesn't exactly travel light. 3 carriages of wardrobe changes alone. To be honest, I don't get to the sprawl often. Too many mages around these parts for my liking.
I'm sure they were glad to have you as a personal insurance policy.
I don't know if I'd go that far. If they didn't absolutely need to hire someone to make sure the prince was here bright and early, they surely would not have. Wouldn't spend a penny on their dying aunt, the Pomp family. If I could have afforded to stay home, I would have. But they made me an offer I couldn't refuse, so to speak.
Was it a threat? A horse's head in your bed?
Nope, just a big heaping pile of money. The king and queen are desperate for the prince to secure the hand of Princess Desdemona. The future prosperity of Petrard depends on it. To be frank, the whole kingdom is flat broke. This is their only chance, to marry rich.
I guess that explains the big deal everyone's making out of this whole let's marry the princess off thing. Shouldn't she have some kind of say in the matter?
Now that is something seriously worth considering. I thank you for this respite for the evening. I'm certainly glad I don't have to head all the way back to Petrard tonight. By the way, do you know of a good inn nearby?
No better place than the Twisted Sisters Tavern. Not a classic beauty, but she'll get you where you need to go.
My kind of establishment. I'll see you there.
Sprankles!
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo.
Oh, Sprankles. Weep, weep, weep. We are returning from the funeral services for Sprankles. Oh, no! The service was held in the Duchy of Scarborough, but the, remains are being interred at St. Euphigenia's Pet Cemetery here in the Sprawl. Sprankles loved visiting her friends at St. Euphigenia's.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
We do not have a pet cemetery suitable for such an entry in the Duchy of Scarborough.
What exactly is a duchy?
It is a parcel of land under the purview of a duke or duchess. Scarborough is the duchy controlled by Her Grace, the Duchess of Scarborough. Present. And it is a far nicer duchy than some, for instance, the Duchy of Caladar. Oh, Caladar! What a dump!
Were all of you, friends of Sprankles, the cat?
Well, you know.
Friend is a strong word.
Acquaintance, more like.
Sprankles was loved by the entire Duchy of Scarborough. All of my loyal serfs were ever so fond of her. The way she purred her delight when she was scratched, the dignity with which she covered her litter, a thoroughbred in every sense of the word. Yes, what she said.
I'm sure that the void left by Sprankles will be impossible to fill.
I sense in you a kindred spirit, my dear. I want you to have this. It is my darling Sprankles' first place ribbon in last year's Inter-Duchy Cat Show.
I don't know what to say. What's this then?
That's dust.
Of course it is. There's a corpse in there after all.
No, pixie dust. It's an illegal narcotic used by layabouts and no-goodniks. What on earth is it doing inside Sprankles?
I confess, I've been holding this inside for too long. I was approached by a weird guy who tricked me into smuggling illegal pixie dust into the sprawl for him. He was holding the ball in his foot. Who does that? I plead guilty, Your Honor, on the grounds of I did it.
I'm not a judge, you know.
Oh.
But I'll leave it to the courts to deal with this. The rest of you, pack up your dead cat and be on your way. All right, have fun burying your cat.
We shall.
Sprankles will be so happy at St. Euphogenia's. I just know it. Thank you, my dear. Sprankles thanks you.
Oh, good. And that's how you x-ray your way to success.
Phew, I made it. Listen, I gotta get in there. The whole team came through a while ago and the game is about to start. We all good?
And you are...
You're kidding, right? Come on, I'm Saruna Goodfoot, the Star Troll Goblin Ball player for the Kaladar Lightning. I don't have time for games right now. I gotta get to the stadium and win us a game.
Oh, right. Dad said not to use it on trolls. I guess that's why. What's this then? Somehow her sweatband wasn't completely vaporized. Neat. It's bound to fetch a high price with a particular type of buyer. Yoink.
Phew, I made it. Listen,
And you are...
you're kidding, right? I don't have time. Come on, the big Goblin Ball game starts in 30 minutes. My stupid personal driver had to take a detour to get here. What more do you want me to say?
I know what you mean. Personal drivers can really be an inconvenience sometimes.
Oh, you have your own personal driver?
No, and that's what's so inconvenient about it.
Can we move this along? I'm the starting thrower and the team needs me to wipe the floor with those pathetic sprawl brawlers. They're such a horrible team. I bet we could win even without my lucky second sweatband.
What lucky second sweatband?
This lucky second sweatband. Hey, you can't take that. I needed to win the big game today.
I have to take it. It's evidence.
Evidence? What are you talking about?
Evidence that you don't need some lousy sweatband to win a game. You just need to believe in yourself.
Huh. I never thought about it like that before. Kid, you took my lucky second sweatband. I got nothing more to say to you. What's it gonna be? Thanks. Now to wipe the floor with those lousy sprawl brawlers. When you hear the crowd cheer my name, you'll know it's for me.
Well, duh.
Greetings! I am Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire. I I believe you met my envoy, the angry warrior with the head in the bag. She would have come by this gate to announce my arrival. I demand you let me pass immediately. Quapla. Why do you pester me with questions? I am a very important royal figure, and I must enter your city to meet your princess and marry her. Now let me be gone, child. Quack black.
Just a few more routine procedures. You understand.
Please hurry. I do not like to be kept waiting.
Your envoy said you had a message for the princess? What was that message again?
My message? Oh, it's Iki Bok Choi Flanagan Mok Tok. It means together we shall be married.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Quaplorm.
How long did it take you to learn a second language?
Not that long. It wasn't hard to learn Marvagian. I mean, this language we're currently speaking.
Something about you isn't adding up here. I remember I have your picture. Maybe if I go and get it, I can...
My picture? There is no need for that. I promise you I am the real Praetor Kargan, straight from Marvog, fresh out of the ballet. If you don't let me in, I'll be forced to send my scary envoy with all the knives after you.
She and I got along great.
Oh, okay then. If you don't let me in, you'll never see her again. Her or her head in a bag. Crab cakes!
What good is a praetor's promise to a little girl like me?
Fine. If you let me in, I'll give you candy.
And now you're trying to bribe me. Not really the dignified behavior you'd expect from a praetor.
But I am the prattler!
What on earth are you doing? Since when are you exercising independent thought? I don't care what your opinion of them is. If they're the real Praetor Kargan, then let them through at once. Is that clear?
You've made a powerful enemy today, little girl. You'll soon feel the wrath of an entire empire. Quaplort and goodbye.
Little warrior, I am weary after a long journey, and I am not used to being made to wait in a lineup. Let me pass on my way. I must rest before I meet your princess in order to win her hand and bring honor to my people.
This seems more legit. This may seem like a strange request, but would you mind saying your famous battle cry for me?
You mean Kapla?
That's the one.
I would hope that my stunning war cry is sufficient to being granted entry immediately. And thus I truly begin my quest to marry Princess Desdemona and bring a generation of prosperity to the Marvog Empire. You, little warrior, will have a footnote in history for this encounter. For victory, for Marvog, Kapla!
coming to my booth today. I'm here taking a poll on what the new name for the stadium should be.
What's wrong with the Goblin Ball Stadium?
It's a little on the nose. The owners want a little more pizzazz in the title, and you don't get pizzazz without taking polls, or poll-zazz as I call it. Care to give your opinion?
Actually, I've really got to be...
Great. What one word would you use to describe Goblin Ball? Perfect. And the stadium? You would say it's, Excellent. And finally, you come to the stadium mostly for... Okay, that is super. Your input will be tallied with the others. Thank you very much for your time today.
Concessions, come and get them. We got it all. T-shirts, hats, food, drink, illegal gambling, commemorative foam fingers. You there. What can I get for you today?
Did you say illegal gambling?
I sure did. You interested?
I'm 12.
Hey, it's illegal anyways. What's the difference? You want to bet on who's going to win the big game?
I can't be any worse at this than my dad, so sure, why not?
Here are the teams at play, kiddo. Which one do you want to hear about? The home team hasn't been doing too well at home lately. A lot of people are still angry at him after that game with the foul and the points got reinstated. They're more of an away team, but they're a shoo-in to win today. If the other team didn't have that ringer Saruna Goodfoot playing for them. You sure you want to bet on them? How much you looking to gamble? All right, kid. Your bet is in. Good luck.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Let's watch some Goblin Ball.
After one of the most chaotic third quarters I've ever seen, complete with the rare capture of the Golden Mongoose, this is still anybody's game. But look, Kaladar's star player Saruna Goodfoot has taken possession of the wagon wheel. My producer is just telling me she isn't wearing her signature lucky second sweatband. Well, that's weird. She's running, and she hurls the wagon wheel, and it misses the flaming gates by a long shot. What an upset. That's the game, folks. A stunning victory for the hometown heroes. What a great day of Goblin Ball.
Lucky guess, kid. Come back next time for all your illegal gambling needs. Just ask for Fredo.
Well, if it isn't my favorite pint-sized Lil Guardsman Lil. You just missed the guards from down at the East Gate. They almost cleaned me out, but I promise I saved a few goodies just in case you happened by. Gee, thanks. Take a look.
If it isn't my little gate guard friend. Of all the taverns and all the towns and all the world.
Yeah. Hello again, Mr. Dwarf.
This jukebox doesn't work.
Yeah, it's been broken for ages.
Looks like the cables have been chewed right through.
Must have been the rats.
Yuck. Rats?
I mean, natural erosion.
Natural erosion in my left foot. Anyway, I can fix that for you.
That would be wonderful.
For a price.
Crap. Okay, how much are we talking about here?
15 gold should do it.
All right, it's a deal.
Beauty. See, that's the wonderful thing about knowing how to fix things. Never goes out of style. Not like those bloody mages.
How long is this gonna take?
Listen, lady. Patience is a virtue. There you go. That should give the old girl a few more years.
Thanks, Mr. Dwarf.
Don't mention it. Now, leave me to enjoy my ale.
Now that's better.
I did it. I quit my job as lackey to that awful man. And when I mentioned it to someone at the bus stop, they gave me a sock. And I have no idea why. Just one sock, not even the pair. What am I supposed to do with one sock? Oh, I made a terrible mistake. Oh, I made a terrible mistake.
Thanks again for getting the jukebox working.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
For all your hard hard-hitting, high-octane extreme sports highlights and recaps. You're listening to the #1 sports station in the sprawl. Now here's Gabbin' 'Bout Goblin Ball with your hosts Rhonda and Peg.
Oh, Rhonda, what about the outcome of last night's game, the Brawlers and the Lightning?
Oh, Peg, you don't want to get me started on that.
But I do.
First, the big news. They finally decided on the new name for the Goblin Ball Stadium.
After months of in-person and in-creature polling, the most popular name as voted by the Sprawl appears to be the exciting Coliseum for Sports.
I like it.
I hate it.
We're split down the middle. Let us know what you think by calling the station at 555-21.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an urgent announcement. It has just been reported that Princess Desdemona, the sole heir of late King Oswin and sovereign successor to the throne, has been reported missing early this morning. In the wake of her mysterious disappearance, the Guard Corps and City Council are scrambling to maintain order over the city. All other radio programs have been canceled until further notice. I'm Manuel Mentiroso, waiting quietly by the microphone for any new information.
Whoa, someone's in a rush. Where are you headed to, my little rocket?
Sorry, sir, can't talk. Gotta go down to the guard shed to work for my... Wait a minute. Dad? What are you doing here? I thought you'd be running errands for Stryker or Malcolm or whoever. Do you have the day off?
I wish. Since Princess Desdemona went missing, Councilwoman Ash is really cracking the whip. She's got me pulling double duty, doing her little odd jobs and tasks. She's acting like she runs the place.
Then what are you doing here?
I missed you. I guess I just wanted to come check in.
Don't worry, nobody knows that your daughter is covering for you at work.
It's not about that. I mean, that's great and all, but are you holding up okay?
I'm not the one losing my hair.
Yeah, who'd have thought not working at the gate would be the thing to stress me out more?
Dad, if you didn't end up working at the gate because your dad did, and his dad did, and his dad did, what would you have wanted to be?
You know, nobody's ever asked me that before. Well, nobody since your mother.
What did you tell her you wanted to be?
A father.
You're just saying all this because the princess is missing and you're feeling all sentimental.
All right, I'll stop. I'm just happy to see you're here.
Not for long. I'm due down at the shed.
And I'm off to take down any goblin-friendly signage and pro-non-human literature across the sprawl. Not sure why, but then again, mine is not to ask, just to do as I'm told.
We are so alike in so many ways.
So long. See you at the tavern if I get off in time.
See you, Dad.
Attention!
Oh God, is this it? Did I pull a real Randy and mess up so badly you had to come down here yourself and fire me?
Soldier, it's nothing like that. You did not pull a Randy.
Thank God.
I'm here to personally approve the upgrade of the Wicked 3000. With the princess missing and between you and me, the council's increased paranoia, the jail lever has been reinstated. You can get back in your chair now.
Another lever means more work for me. Does that mean I get a pay raise?
That's hilarious. Seriously funny stuff. No, but now instead of determining who should enter or be denied from the sprawl, you also must correctly identify criminal threats and jail them. Any questions?
How will I figure out who to deny and who to jail?
Let's use a real-life example. Someone you've seen already.
This criminal is best known for burning down orphanages full of sleeping children. What do you do? Good work, soldier. Just denying her would not protect the surrounding villages. And what's to stop her from going to the next gate and getting lucky with a guard like Randy? That's all I have to say about that. Any further questions?
Well, I've got you. Tell me a bit more about yourself.
Well, I grew up a military brat. My father was a general for the princess's grandfather, King Artemis. Wait, why am I telling you this? You received your briefing, now do your duty.
And just when I thought we were bonding.
Hello there, my name is Buttface. I am a farmer from Firewall Canyon, a quaint little town just on the other side of the sprawl. I am coming into town today to sell produce I have grown with my own two hands from land that was left to me by my great goblin uncle in his will. His dying wish was that I restore the family farm to its former glory. At least, I think that is what it says. He did not have the best handwriting.
Sorry. Did you say your name was Budface?
Yes, I did. It is certainly not what I would have chosen to fill eight characters. I would have liked Spencer One or even Quincy Hart. But you cannot choose your own name, am I right? Gotta expand and sell my produce in new markets. The old farm has not been doing too well as of late. I am afraid I have put my priorities into other areas, like foraging and fishing. I am quite horrible at growing vegetables, but I am your goblin if you need someone to gather pine cones.
There's no way you could be a disappointment to your great goblin uncle, not with a name like Buttface.
Sadly, he never knew my name. He died before it was inputted by an unknowable entity. But just look at this rice I grew. Please take it. No one would buy it from me anyway. Aside from farming, I often fill my time talking and giving gifts to the townsfolk and other strangers I meet. Like I did with you on the bag of rice. This helps me gain favor and friendships, with the eventual goal of falling in love and getting married. I have not been successful at it yet. I do not think anyone likes the gifts I have given them.
I don't think you're gonna find a bride by giving out lame bags of rice.
Would you prefer a pine cone?
No.
On some days, I go on adventure in the caves. The caves that are filled with monsters and ghosts and bugs and bats and all sorts of scary things. I hate going in there, but everybody says it is necessary. I do not think it is necessary. I think it is terrifying. Please do not make me go in there again. You cannot make me.
Maybe you're just being a chicken and the caves aren't that bad at all.
Then you try going in there, level after level, and see how you like it.
I'd love to, but I'm stuck here working the gate. Sorry, I'm under strict rules not to let in goblins today. Access denied.
This is an outrage. Where will I sell my low-quality crops now? Everyone in Firewall Canyon is sick of them. I do not eat them myself, they do not look the best. And everyone at home literally gets sick from them. Any chance I could bribe you with some kale and celery?
I think I'm better off without it.
Sorry, Great Goblin Uncle Jerry. Looks like the family farm will have to make way for another condominium.
Magic lovers of the sprawl, please put your hands together for the one, the only, the Edward, the great magician! Alakazoo, Alakazee! And I appear! Thank you, thank you! Wait a second, this doesn't look like a little kid's birthday party. Oh wait, there's one! Excuse me, are you Becky Schneiderman? Is this your birthday party?
I'm sitting in a hot shed all alone, which, isn't actually as bad as some of the birthdays I've had.
Then I'm in the right spot. Can't believe I found my way here, especially without my glasses. So, Becky the birthday girl, sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed by me, the Edward the Great.
Wait, but I'm not... Actually, I want to see where this is going.
Now, for my first trick, please pick a number between 1 and 7. Was the number that you're thinking of the number 6?
It was! That's incredible!
No, Becky, it's the Great! So that's where Mr. Fluffy Bunny went. Guess I won't be getting the deposit back after all.
There's a pair of glasses in your boot.
My boot? My glasses! You helped me find them! Thank you, thank you, thank you, little girl! Tell you what, on your next birthday, I'll perform for free!
That's... Don't worry about it. This has been great, Eddie, but I gotta come clean. I'm not Becky Schnauzenholder or whatever. My name is Lil, and this is a guard shed, and you haven't even made it into the city yet.
What? Oh, rats. Come on, the Edward, get it together. This is all because I couldn't see where I was trying to get to. Now I'm going to be super late for this kid's party.
think Becky would mind if you showed up late, or not at all.
But then I won't get my 40 gold and slice of birthday cake. Ever since I pulled a bouquet of flowers from my parents' garden shop out of my sleeve, I knew I wanted to be a magician, and you're making this dream come true for me. And now that I have my glasses, I should be able to find my way to the party no problem. Alakazoo, Alakazee, my magic career is saved! Hello!
Hi.
Hello! We would like to enter. I would like to enter the sprawl, please.
And you are?
Magnus the Magnificent, renowned member of the Mages Guild. Surely you have heard of me.
What business do you have in town today, Magnus?
At the Great Library, there is an incantation in Sir...
Bartholomew Inglebrook.
Bartholomew Inglebrook's third treatise on the...
Lunar implications.
Lunar implications for plant magic that becomes legible but twice a year. I must see it with my own eyes.
This thing you're trying to do is not working.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. Is there any way we could move this along? My legs are very sore from standing here.
Your legs are sore?
Yes, my legs. My regular, non-talking legs.
Okay, fellas, you can give it up.
I'm sure I don't know what you're referring to.
Oh, belt up. She knows.
You got us. We're goblins through and through. We're meeting up with a couple other gobbos to talk about what's going on in this city for folks like us.
What does that mean?
The princess goes missing, and all of a sudden there's a no-goblin order in the sprawl? What's that about?
Maybe a goblin kidnapped the princess?
I'd like to see the proof of that. Needless to say, goblins are getting some especially unfair treatment all of a sudden, and there's this group called the Goblin Liberation Army that's putting down roots in the city.
Don't tell her, we'll get in trouble.
It's okay, Gary. Look, kid, if you let us in, I'll give you the address and the password so you can come see for yourself tonight.
A secret password for a liberation army? What if I don't believe you?
Are you kidding me? We put our asses on the line telling you all that. I can't believe these humans.
Julian, calm down. Here, come to the meeting. It'll really open your eyes to what's going on. Just let us in and you can see for yourself.
Sorry, guys. I'm not gonna get punished for letting 2 rebel goblins in on No Goblin Day. It's straight to jail for you.
Oh no, please don't do this. We just wanted to see some friends. You're blowing this way out of proportion.
Forget it, Gary. We're just a couple goblins in a human world.
We're sorry. We're sorry. Oh, we're boned. Salutations to you, little sister of this big, beautiful world. My journeys across this land have brought me here to your doors. What does sweet fortune have in store for me today? That I do not know, but it's a hell of a ride, let me tell you. I call this particular blend Peace Blossom, bringing joy and mirth wherever she goes. Medicinal, of course. I understand completely. You have a job to do and you're doing it. I hope you let that Peace Blossom spread and blow its beautiful bounty across the sprawl.
I'm just gonna put it in this contraband box here.
Yeah, man, that's cool too.
Where have you journeyed here from?
You really want to know? Oh, I've been around for a spell, always on the move. From the mountains north of Petrad, the great desert in the south of Marvog, along the crystal shores of Lake Inez, past the dread Castle Caladar and the quaint farmlands of Fireball Canyon. I've wandered through all of these many, many times, but for my money, there's no place like the sprawl. People everywhere you look leading their busy lives. Every once in a while, stop to take in how beautiful it all is. You can't buy that, little sister.
You seem like a very easygoing dude.
Well, my little dudette, life's been pretty good to me. Not as if someone peed on my rug.
Is that a common expression?
It is where I come from. Word on the street is Princess Desdemona has disappeared. Some say kidnapped, some say run away.
I think she was kidnapped.
Whatever did happen, it has truly bummed me out. I've got more to say if you've got the ears to listen. Princess Desdemona is the living legacy of the great peace brought by her late father, King Oswin. And already the fires of war are being fanned on all sides.
Do you really think war is on the horizon?
Oh, yes. But then again, what do I know? Just an old wizard wandering from town to town looking for a little bit of joy to put in my pocket.
But everyone I've met seems so happy.
You remind me of a younger version of myself, little sister. Maybe cooler heads will prevail, but history doesn't have many examples of that. There's a lot of pressure to fill the void left by the death of King Oswin. Just keep your eyes open is all I'm saying.
I'm a leaf in the wind, little sister, and you are a gentle breeze guiding me along my way.
And there it is. I've reached my limit with you.
Right you are. Hasta la vista, baby.
Lil, you've got to close down the shed for the day and come with me immediately. By now you've heard that Princess Desdemona has disappeared, right? Good. Any other week the royal advisors might have given her a day or two before sounding the alarm. But with the mucky mucks from Petrard and Marvog in town, we have to get her back before things around here get any worse.
I hope nothing bad happened to her, but what does any of this have to do with me?
I asked my boss the same thing. In fact, I said, why the hell would they need that piece of... You know, that's not important now. Do what you have to do to close up shop here, and then you're coming downtown to the city council chambers with me.
Hello? Is anyone there? Can somebody tell me why I've been summoned?
Lilith, guardian of the Southern Gate, step forward into the light.
What is this? Who are you? Can somebody please tell me what exactly is going on here?
Lil, you have been chosen.
To play the hit game that's sweeping the sprawl. That's right, it's time for... So You Think You Can Save a Princess!
What the hell is going on?
That's right, Lil. Today you're getting the chance to send one of these lucky adventurers on the escapade of a lifetime to search for and rescue your beloved Princess Desdemona.
I didn't ask to do this.
And let's find out who those lucky adventurers are. Adventurer number 1 is a hard-headed, go-getting warrior from the desert plains of the alluring Marvog Empire. Please welcome Neil Warkiller! Adventurer number 2 is a nomad by nature, mage by profession, who likes the rain and getting caught in a pina colada. It's Articulous Flamehands! And finally, adventurer number 3. You might recognize this thief from their wanted poster. Wanted dead or alive for looking so darn good, let's hear it for Perry Shoutson!
I still don't fully understand what's happening.
And no heroic voyager would be complete without a shadowy figure pulling the strings from the darkness. So let's welcome our sponsors, Lieutenant Stryker, Councilwoman Ash, and Court Jester Malcolm.
I'm rooting for you. Might makes right.
Focus and the day will be ours. Information is power.
Aim for the knees and bite, bite, bite!
Now, Lil, you're going to get the chance to ask these adventurers a series of questions to determine their suitability for this quest. At the end of the third round, you choose the winner of the grand prize, being sent on a perilous mission to save the princess, a few guaranteed brushes with death, and a coupon for an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty's, home of the soup.
Dad does love Monty's. Let's do this.
All right, Lil, what would you like to ask our trio of intrepid would-be heroes?
Where do you come from?
And who would you like to ask?
Born in shadows, deep in the caves below the mining city of Mosh on the outskirts of Petrard. I grew up in darkness. In fact, the first time I saw daylight was last Thursday. I don't need to tell you what a surprise that was. Who knew colors were so colorful?
You can ask another adventurer if you like.
I was born on the battlefield with a sword in both hands. Slaughtered 12 enemies that day. My mother was so proud. I was disappointed. If I had really applied myself, I think I could have killed at least 2 more.
And your second question is?
You encounter an enemy party of magic users. One of them casts a level 3 magic missile spell. What do you do?
And who's that one for? Level 3. Ooh, spooky. Please, I reached level 3 in the tutorial. I could conjure an army of sparrows, or moles, or whatever small creature best suited my purpose.
Wouldn't it be better to conjure larger animals? Maybe something more ferocious?
More ferocious than a mole? Actually, I'm not licensed to conjure anything bigger than a bread box, but they really are scary. You can ask another adventurer if you like.
If you think a bunch of pointy hats are getting the jump on me, you got another thing coming. But okay, let's suppose some Penn and Teller wannabes do get me in their sights. Just watch these dodge skills. I'm over here now. And now I'm here. And now I'm back where I started. Blink of an eye. I'm like Nightcrawler over here.
That answer displayed a lack of honor, courage, and strength. I would have pummeled you with my response.
Let's stick to the format, folks. There's a rich tradition we're preserving here. Please, wait your turn.
A warrior does not wait his or her turn. He or she acts.
All right, Neil, calm down now.
You are gaslighting me and the berserker spirits of my ancestors, Mike Melroy.
Uh-oh, looks like the warrior has entered the heightened state of berserker mode. Lil, which contestant do you think will be able to get us out of this dilly of a pickle? Neil, keep it together for just a few more seconds. Lil, what's your favorite animal? Neil, look at this little fella.
I feel the blood rage calming. I can't murder everyone present in front of something so small and perfect. I am calm.
Whew. I'm glad you didn't pick anything larger than a bread box. I'm not licensed for that. Due to that unscheduled outburst, we are a little tight for time. Lil, do we squeeze in one more round, or are you feeling ready to choose?
think I got one more round in me.
Lil, what's your final question going to be?
What are your plans after you rescue the princess?
And you're asking?
For a warrior such as myself, there is no after. We live and die in the moment with no thought of what is to come. Retirement plans are for suckers.
You can ask another adventurer if you like.
This rescue will be incredibly high profile, and I hope to use it as a springboard to a placement on the High Council of the Mages Guild. From there, the sky's the limits. Well, 2 4-year terms followed by a lifetime pension is the limit, but still, not too shabby.
Uh-oh, you know what that means!
I have no idea what that means. This is so stupid.
You're stupid!
That sound means it's time for the lightning round! Lil, please choose the adventurer that you'd like to see play the lightning round. All right, Articulus, are you ready for the lightning round?
I am. Most impressive. I felt that a little. Well deduced that I'm an elemental mage, Lil.
Yep, that wasn't a random lucky guess at all.
Uh-oh, you know what that sound means.
Oh, God, not again.
That sound means we are out of time. All right, Lil, now's your moment of truth. Who do you want to choose to rescue Princess Desdemona? Ladies and gentlemen, humans and otherwise, the winner of So You Think You Can Save a Princess and proud owner of an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty's Home of the Soup is... Articulus Flamehands, the Mage!
Aha! Wonderful child. Well chosen.
And that's all for us here today. Please help control the pet population. Have your gargoyle spayed or neutered. So long, everybody!
And then I had to choose who the heck was gonna rescue Princess Desdemona. It was the craziest thing. And don't even get me started on the lightning round.
You have the most vivid imagination, Lil.
Why doesn't anybody believe me about these things?
Can't talk. Pretending to cook while I spy on that hunka fine piece of wizard over there.
Is everything okay, Beverly?
No, Lil. No, everything is not okay, Beverly. My dear true love, Princess Desdemona.
Just to recap, this is the dear true love that you've never met, but one time you both happened to be at the Goblin Ball Stadium?
You phrased that so beautifully. Yes, that same she.
What about her, Bev?
When I'd heard she'd vanished, I tried to get on So You Think You Can Save a Princess, but none of the advisors wanted me as their champion.
Beverly, you're a janitor at the Goblin Ball Stadium.
Maybe you're right. Maybe a guy like me can't be the hero in my own life story. Mom always said I lacked that main character energy. Tell me what to do, Lil. Should I return to my job or go off to rescue my darling love?
What the hell? I say, go for it, Beverly. Risk it for the biscuit.
What biscuit?
It's a metaphorical biscuit. In this case, the biscuit is the princess.
And you think I should risk what exactly?
Risk your life, Beverly.
Without Princess Desdemona, my life has no meaning anyway.
That's so sad.
Aye, indeed. And thus I will be off to find my destiny. Thank you, Lil, for everything.
Don't mention it.
Pathetic, weak coward! You should do the honorable thing and let me kill you.
Oh, you would just love that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. It is my understanding that you have selected a self-involved, pretentious mage as your choice of adventurer.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, the princess is as good as doomed.
On behalf of the Marvog Empire, I must say you have made a terrible choice.
On behalf of the Kingdom of Petrard, I couldn't agree more. Mages are untrustworthy.
And pompous.
And smug.
And ugly.
Okay, I think we're losing the thread a little bit here. Looking back, I agree with you both. If I could do it over again, I would choose differently. Please forgive my error, and do not take it as a slight against your people.
All right, it is forgiven.
What he said.
Can't talk, Lil. Pretending to wipe the counter while I eavesdrop on the prince and the praetor over there.
Salutations to you, little sister of this big, beautiful world. My journeys across this land have brought me here.
I know. We met. At the gate?
Whoa, I completely forgot. Gotta go easy on the Peace Blossom. Anywho, what did you want to talk about?
What do you know about Councilwoman Ash?
Back when I knew Ash, she was already bitter, jaded, and afraid of anything she didn't understand. A true protectionist, looking to keep everyone in their own little box. If she had her way, nothing would ever change or grow, and eventually we would all look, dress, and think exactly the same way. Anything else you want to know about?
What do you know about Lieutenant Stryker?
Stryker has always lived in a world of black and white. There's good and evil and nothing in between. If you're good in Stryker's eyes, you get nothing. Left to fend for yourself, but free. But if you're bad, the hammer of the law is swift and brutal. Small offenses come attached to massive mandatory minimum punishments. You've heard of 3 strikes and you're out? As far as Striker's concerned, it's two strikes. The strike you make and the strike she makes. Anything else you want to know about?
What do you know about Malcolm?
I have no idea what Malcolm's end goal is, and honestly, I don't think he knows either. I think if he had his way, there'd be no rules, no laws, no Lil Guardsman at the gate, just let the whole place run itself. This dog-eat-dog mentality would work for some, and for others things could get a whole lot worse. He doesn't care about people, doesn't care if they're good or bad. Our greatest strength is how we work together. Under Malcolm, we would never reach anything near our collective potential. Anything else you want to know about?
What do you know about King Oswin?
After King Oswin died, it didn't take long for would-be successors to start lining up. 3 in particular, a young headstrong counselor, a battle-hardened lieutenant in the Guard Corps, and the court jester. Although I don't know if anyone took him seriously or not. These 3 have been battling for control of the Sprawl for years now.
But what about the princess? She's next in line.
True, but at the time she was just a kid. Now she's grown, but I fear that these outside forces are using her as a pawn. Anything else you want to know about?
Do you really think war is on the horizon?
Mark my words, little sister. The sulfur mines in Petrard have not been this busy in a generation, filling the air with smoke as they produce gunpowder and explosives. And the Marvog are sharpening their knives. How many ballets can there be? With a praetor already established, this looks like training to me. Even here in the Sprawl, the power vacuum of King Oswin's death has everyone jockeying for position, threatening the internal balance of the entire kingdom. But then again, what do I know? Just an old wizard wandering from town to town looking for a little bit of joy to put in my pocket. Anything else you want to know about?
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Lil, rise and shine.
What, Dad? You rise, you shine. I'll take 5 more minutes.
It's time to get up.
Shouldn't you be down at the guard shed? And shouldn't I be heading down to cover for you?
Do you want the good news or the bad news? We have to work the night shift tonight.
I'm going back to bed.
No, you're getting out of this house and taking some time to yourself today.
Why do we have to work the night shift?
Good news or bad news? Apparently you didn't pick the right person's champion for the rescue mission, whatever that means, and they're punishing you for it. And I won't be able to cover for you, because I'm also working the night shift at the East Gate.
Okay, and what's the good news?
There isn't any. I guess it was just bad news this time.
Who's punishing you?
No one. I work the night shift a couple times a week to help us get by.
Oh, Dad, I didn't know that.
So, I guess you could say the economy is punishing me. That and inflation. If taxes keep going up, I might have to get a third job so we can keep affording things like your little doohickey here.
Wait, don't touch that!
Whoa, what just happened?
Do you want the good news or the bad news? Both are. I don't know. Do you feel okay?
I feel fine, sweetie. No need to look all blurry about it. Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off. But don't enjoy it too much. You have to work all night, remember?
Okay, I'm going. Just try not to operate any heavy machinery until I get back. I should probably check in with Dr. B and make sure my dad isn't radioactive.
Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off. But don't enjoy it too much. You have to work all night, remember?
Oh, God, the rat problem is even worse than I thought. We eat all of our meals here.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Isla, Simon, Lamont. How's it going, guys?
Hey, if it isn't Little Miss, I haven't been around for a while. Where you been all this time?
Not around. I got what every kid fears they'll get one day. Chickenpox? Worse than that, Simon. I got a job. What are you up to?
Well, you just missed the rock throwing portion of our morning. Sadly, we chucked the last rock in the alley over the fence. Next, well...
We were thinking of seeing if we could get our mitts on some of the cool stuff that Garby guys got over there. They look like magical toys, basically.
I have to use a bunch of those for my job, and even though they look like a barrel of laughs, they're serious business.
Come on, Lil. For some reason, the world is basically treating you like you're old. Work your magic and score us some sweet loot.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I'll talk to Garbanzo over there and see.
Come on, Lil.
Hi, Lil. Sorry, I'm not quite ready to open up the shop yet. I can't seem to find my inventory key. What are you doing up so early?
I was hoping to do some quick shopping before I have to work the graveyard shift tonight.
Oh, geez, I'd love to help you out, but I can't seem to find the key to my inventory cabinet. I can't open my shop without it.
It's gotta be around here somewhere. You probably just dropped it.
Or maybe one of those small hooligans over there stole it.
Those aren't small hooligans. They're my friends. And I was actually coming to talk to you about letting us borrow a couple of items.
I stand by my statement, and we can talk about loaning you some merchandise later. Maybe you could talk to them for me. Work your little guardsman magic and see what you could do to get it back.
On it. Alright guys, time to confess. Which one of you took poor Garby's inventory key?
Wasn't me.
I don't know.
I ain't saying nothing. So that's the way it's gonna be, is it? Listen, I need that key to upgrade tools and buy more power crystals, so one of you is gonna tell me who's responsible.
Are you a lawyer all of a sudden?
Nope, but I'm a guardsman. I hope you got your story straight, cause I really don't want to go down to the guard shed and get my metal detector. So tell me, which one of you took Garby's key?
It was Simon.
I've never brought this up to the group before, but I think Isla is a kleptomaniac. I always see her taking things out of Lamont's backpack when he's not looking. But also...
Between you and me, I saw Lamont poking his big, dumb, handsome nose that sits in the middle of his gorgeous face all around that booth. It was probably him. Oh, he's such a bad boy, but also...
I could make up my mind now, or dig a little deeper.
I said it before, I'll say it again. It was Isla.
Okay, maybe Isla isn't a klepto, but she did go through his bag just before you got here. Maybe she's got a good reason to be going through his stuff. I got here third, so I didn't see anything.
I know it wasn't me. I'm in a bit of a two-strike situation with my parents, and I'll be sent to the National Ballet School in Marvog if I get in trouble again. But I'm telling you, Lamont got here first, and I saw him rooting around Garby's shop.
So, did you figure out who took my key?
I hate to be a narc, but I think it was... It was probably Lamont. He's the tough-looking kid with the missing tooth.
Thanks, Lil. I'll be right back. Hey, you! Mullet boy! Stay right where you are! Ugh, got the key back. And those hooligans ran off. It's a win-win. Now my shop is ready to open. For helping me out, I'd like to offer you some gold to upgrade one of your tools. Or load up on crystals. Whatever your little heart desires.
Oh, hello, dear. Are you here to watch the Goblin Ball game?
Hiya, Mrs. A. I usually find Goblin Ball too boring to watch, unless, of course, there's a little action on it, if you know what I mean.
I most certainly do. I've got this month's pension check riding on a sure thing tip that's gonna pay out big time.
You sure seem confident, Mrs. A. Care to share that tip with this underage gambler?
Your father wouldn't be pleased with me, but I'll tell you what. Since I really bet the ranch on this next game, I don't have any gold left to buy my snacks. Would you be willing to help a little old lady buy a large hat made of nacho chips with melted cheese sauce on top? Mama just can't enjoy the game without one.
Anything for a hungry old lady. Now what's the scoop? Dish, dish, dish.
Well, the gals on Gabbin this morning were split with the Marauders to sweep the Brawlers 217 to 68 in the early rounds. But Rhonda's saying they'd fall with an 80-point conversion in the later third. But Peg's prediction was the Brawlers to meander a little offensively with the changeovers, but then have a hard time taking back ground after the final swat. So it really comes down to if you believe Rhonda or Peg. Is that so? I've always sided with the other one myself. Personally, I do the opposite of what they think is going to happen.
Wait, what? It doesn't matter. I hope you enjoy your snack, Mrs. A.
That's very kind of you, dear. Giant nacho hat, here I come.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Step right up, one and all, and win some money on the Goblin Ball.
Hello again, Fredo.
Again? I've never seen you before in my life.
But I placed a bet with you on the last game.
Doesn't ring a bell.
The Kalidar Lightning game against the Brawlers, I won some money.
Okay, if you say so. Person I've never seen before. Anyways, you want to make a bet on the game? Here are the teams at play, kiddo. Which one do you want to hear about? This team went under a major rebranding and hired a whole new set of eager rookies. They're fast, but lack the muscle mass that some of the more seasoned teams have. Let's hope the starch in those new uniforms doesn't slow them down too much. You sure you want to bet on them? How much you looking to gamble? All right, kid. Your bet is in. Good luck.
Let's watch some Goblin Ball.
What an embarrassing series of unfortunate accidents for the Milton Marauders. First, hometown hero Jorbala Pepstein barrel rolls out of the way and completely avoids the Marauders' lightning-fast offensive line. Next, the Sprawl's own dynamic duo, Edie and Audrey O'Goblin, shave all 14.7 seconds they need off their time in order to open the Diamond Snorf's cage. Incredible! We only see that every few years. It all comes down to the final wagon wheel toss, and the coach has sent in Sir Warren of Bainbridge, the bad boy of the Brawlers' midfield passive-aggressive line. He's muttering something to himself. He spits. He lifts the wheel above his head. He spins again. He spins a third time, and it's launched. But what's that? The Marauders' weather wizard sends a fierce gale force wind at the wagon wheel, and it's way off course. And it's coming this way. Oh God, I'm stuck in this booth and it's coming right for me. Oh God, tell my wife I love...
Lucky guess, kid. Come back next time for all your illegal gambling needs. Just ask for Fredo.
Well, that's just great. What am I supposed to do now? I guess I could go back in time to when she was here. But Dr. B did say I could only use it at the guard shed. Maybe that's why it's on the fritz? I better just get to my shift before this thing explodes. What's this? A mysterious present? Perhaps a secret admirer? Sweet.
Good evening, child. I have not seen you at the post before.
Yeah, you know how it goes. Drew the short straw this time. Burning it at both ends, you know. Just gotta keep on trucking through.
I hear you. Working the graveyard shift myself.
Yeah.
You said it.